I started from Korea years ago, and then go to America, England, and then when he goes back to Korea, then he will be the ones to be welcomed and received by Koreans.
알겠어?
Glorious. It's a completely different way from the time he started there.
알겠어?
Do you understand?
너희들이 선생님이 한국 들어갈 때 승리의 전성을 하야 되겠다.
So when you see Father off when Father goes to Korea, then we all will have to send him off with the glorious send off, with the glorious the send off.
이것은 얼마 전에 120.
And 120 days. 120 days, and Father will come go to Korea.
120일간 작자 갔다.
And this is 120, including the London days, and 120 days of operation Father has in mind.
그 언제까지야?
And when would the 120 days? Starting
5월 13일에서부터 응? 어? 했나? 최고의 곡이다.
On the 13th of September. And these are the worst peak or the highest peak.
왜 그러냐면 와싱턴 대회가 1976년 9월 18일이라고. 여기서 만 2년째 역사옵니다.
And the Washington Monument, was the 18th of September. From that time on counting, this is September 13th. It's almost the same time, only 6 days short.
그래서
Do you understand?
2년 되면 넘어간다 하는 거야. 이게 넘어간다.
So in
3년 간다면 돼요. 여기서 요거 3년 간다. 요거 3년 간다.
in 2 years, the peak will be over, and that peak will be 3 years.
그러면서 만들겠어?
Do you understand?
자, 그러면 지금 때가 어떤 때냐, 이야? 최고의 격전시대를 가려야 돼. 최고의 격전시대를 가려야 되겠다, 이야.
Then what is now? The now is the peak of the fiercest battle. We cannot see with our eyes, but then here is the most fierce, the battle, the struggle, the fighting.
그래서 우리가 하나님이 협자나 우리 여기서 싸우는데 하나님이 협자하지 마서 영계 협자하면 우리끼리 싸워서 이기겠다.
So at this time we must feel that I don't need the spiritual help. I don't need the God to help me either. I will do with my own power, my own effort. I will win over. We have to feel like that.
자, 오늘이 말이야. 오늘이 며칠 되는 말 이것이 여기서부터 오늘이 8월 초하루는 어디까지? 8월 초하루. 8월 초하루가 이것이 뭐냐는 말이야. 80일 되는 말.
Starting from May the 13th until today, which is the 1st of August, this is the 80th day, 80 days.
그렇지? 해보라.
Well, you can count that, and that's the 80th day today.
그리고 오늘 8월 초하루 날이다. 8월 초하루 날이다.
And today is the 1st of August.
팔수는 재출발 날이다. 새로운 날이다 하는 거지.
You know, the number of 8 always is a restarting number.
그래서 시련 고개는 이미 다 넘었다. 미국에서 시련, 일본에서 시련, 공산당에서 싸우고 한국에서 다 싸우고 고개는 넘어갔다고.
So Father really knows that we are clear. In fact, we are clear out of the trial time. The days of trial are clear gone now. So there was the persecution. There was a terrible persecution in America. There's incredible the persecution in America, and and Korea, the communists struggling, and even the Korea, and in other countries, there are the miscellaneous noises, but the persecution is clear gone.
자, 그래서 여기는 말이야. 미국, 뭐 아시아 전부가 모여가지고 하는데 이번 이 싸움에 승리적인 영광, 승리적인 결과를 가져와야 자유세계의 희망이 있다는 거예요.
But as it is, even though the persecution is gone, we must bring our victorious result during this period of the London workings, so that we can provide the hope for the free world. If we become victorious, then there will be a strong hope established for the free world. Do you understand? Do you understand?
그래서 우리는 영광에 출정을 한 것이다. 출정의 승패는 아직까지 떨어져서 영광에 출정을 한 것을 여러분은 알아야 돼요.
So what you did, what we all did, we did a glorious sortie. We had a glorious start. We did not know that when we started, but actually, when we started out to the final war, we started the glorious start.
자, 지금까지 반대받고 억울하는 모든 한을 풀 수 있는 환경을 좀 됐어요. 그 영국에 있어서 이것을 수확할 수 있는 대승리를 거둬야 된다 그런 거예요.
So far, we've been persecuted, and we've been going through such the ridiculous misery. Now, this is a time to recover all things and win the victory, and claim all the prices of these the sufferings as a victorious way. And this is a period now.
미국에서 역사할 때가 출발할 때 내가 전부 다 그거 내가 앞장서 전부가 앞장서 셀수 있으면 여기서는 너들 앞장서 올라온다고.
When Father started the movement in America, then Father was like a locomotive in the very head start, and Father has been pulling everybody. Everybody only had to follow him. But here on this end, what Father would like to see we do our initiative and our own work, not depending on Father so much.
너희들은 핍박이 없다, 핍박이.
Because there at that time there was a tremendous persecution. Then Father started the way off. Here there's no persecution, so you don't need Father to worry about over you.
그래서
Do you understand?
내가 싸우지 않고 너희들이 싸우는 것을 대해서 하나님이 너들 수고했다, 잘했다, 이놈의 자식들 내가 영광 받을 자를 너들 다 받는다. 너들 영광 받는다.
So that God and Father will say, instead of Father and God working this time like they always worked, but rather letting you work here and saying, oh, you are now about to occupy the glorious position. It's your place rather than mine. Father would like to say that to you now.
그래서 선생님이 미국 가서 일하더니 이상의 열심을 가져가지고 자유세계 운명을 자기들이 깨우고 전 문명을 우리들이 해결하기 위한
So we must know that when Father set out this work in America, with all the fate, all the fortune of the free world, the future of the free world in his hand, he has been fighting, he has fought. Likewise, we fight with the destiny of this country, and
이 시대는 올라갔다가도 얼마나 내려올 수 있는 것이 올라갔다 내려올 수 있지만 여기는 일하면 할수록 자꾸 내려간다. 이건 내려오면 악하게 되는 거요. 이건 내려오면 선하게 되는 거다. 당당. 세계가 다릅니다.
But you see, in last few years, the history took so much transition, incredible transition. Before Father reaching, starting from here to here, if we fail, then we slide down. When we become slide down, then it becomes an evil world. It's just absolutely no credit here. But once you go over that peak of the hill, then
이건 아무렇게 눈 감고 가도 편한 대로 눈 감고 가도 편한 대로 가서 가면 갈수록 내려간다는 거야.
Then here, if you slide down, it's so much the better. If you just come down, then it reach down here so faster. So here you must really try with your life. Here, all you need to do, you can even do your work with your eyes closed. It really doesn't take any meticulous plan, anything. You just try your best, and then result is always there.
여기서 한 것은 세계적인 평감으로 전부 다 분배되지만은 여기서 한 것은 내 것으로 남아집니다. 내 것으로.
Another difference is, from here to here, if you worked harder, no matter how hard you worked, the result of your working, Father took it and Father gave it for indemnity for the evil world. Nothing is remaining. But after that, from this point on, if you work hard, everything that you work is yours. It's not like the time here.
그래서
It's all different.
내일 머리를 내일 머리 죽세. 그치 울면서도 일할 수 있는 걸 뽑았다.
So this is where the one who drives you out can drive you out with more confidence, because Father knows that this is yours and it is good for you.
자,
Before that, it wasn't so much good for your own self.
유대 사람들이 말이지, 유대 나라 사람들이 말이지, 죽으면 자기 고국에 뼈를 묻히기 하는 소원이라고 그게 알아?
You know, like Jewish people, when they're about to die, their hope, their desire is to be buried in their own fatherland,
응?
their own motherland.
그래서 모세도 역시 그렇고 전부 다 아브라함도 전부 다 그렇고 야곱도 전부 다 그 예루살렘에서 전부 다 그다.
The Moses and the Jacob, all these figures, they are buried in Jerusalem.
알겠어?
Do you understand?
마찬가지로 여기서 죽으면 사탄 세계 죽지만은 그건 무엇을 말하냐면 태간 백성 하나님 편만은 다 죽어 무덤이 하나님 편에 죽어도 무덤이 여기 죽는다는 거야. 너도 죽어도 일단 하나님 편에 죽는다는 거야.
And so meaningful to die in the motherland, and this is why they even the famous the ones of Moses, and they must have the point in doing so. Likewise, if you die doing this, then you end up in the evil world. In other words, you don't die in your own country.
자,
But here you die. Even if you die, you roll down and you die. You end up dying here. That's still your own mother country.
너들 지금 말해 경계선 넘어질 때 경계선이 손이 있어? 내가 경계선 넘어가 알아? 여기서 이거 마찬가지야. 여기는 마찬가지. 저 이래가지고 아이고 적군 경일군이라든가 적군 나타나가지고 이렇게 야 이놈아 야 아이고 경계선인 줄 알지.
When you cross the borderline, you don't know. Oh, I'm crossing the borderline. You don't know because there's no sign, no mark, no change of scenery. The same as where you always been. But when you say there's a German the soldier with a rifle coming to you, then you say, oh, I'm in Germany now. You're in an enemy country now. No, in a British way.
마찬가지라고.
Same way. You don't know when you cross the borderline.
옛날에는 털겨 문이 그저 생각만 해도 쓰러지면 이제 괜히 좋아진다는 거야.
In the before, years ago, maybe a month ago, when they heard the Unification Church, then they say, Mooney, I understand that's bad. They're supposed to be bad. People have been thinking this way. But after this time crossing the borderline, then the time changes. Then everyone hears the Unification Church. Somehow they become happy. They become elated. It gives them hope.
그래서
This thing takes place.
너 이번에 신학생들을 왜 런던 오자마자 처음에 내쫓아나 말이야. 이 런던이 전부 다 어디 박대만 해봐라 이런 런던 말이지. 저주받지만은 이 신학생 불쌍한 신학생들을 환영하면 내가 런던 영국을 죽은 사람과 자유세계에 대한 생각을 다 생각했다.
And then Father, when Father was throwing the seminarians into London, then Father thought, if this country, if the Londoner will mistreat these seminarians, then the fate of this country is really dark. Father felt that. But once they welcome, then this Londoner, because of welcoming the poor, the seminarians, the hard-working seminarians, then the Father thought, I will change my attitude toward the Western world. And the Father thought that. And Father is kind of happy now as the things develop.
이것은 말이야. 자유세계의 선생님이 와가지고 이런 나라면 처음 한 거예요. 내 주셔가지고.
And this is the first time, don't you think Father did this in America either. This is the first time Father ever did after coming to the free world. The London operation is different from what Father worked in America.
그 말 들으니까 잘했어, 못했어?
Well, when you hear that, do you think Father did it well?
그래서 미국이 이건 또 미국과의 형제주의예요. 이건 가인국이요. 그 미국은 아벨이라면 가인이고 말이야.
And this is like a brother country. If America is an Abel country, this is a Cain country.
그러니까 하나 된다는 말이야. 서로 전부 다. 그 아벨 가인은 누구 때문에 되는 거야? 선생님 때문에 되는 거야 이게. 그렇잖아.
And the Cain and Abel come to existence first of all to become one, centering around who? Centering around Father. Cain and Abel exist.
내가 그렇게 정하니까 그렇게 되는 거야.
Well, the Father decide this ought to be Cain, this ought to be Abel, and then Father decide they must work harmoniously. Then they work harmoniously because Father decides.
그러면 통일교회 레브런을 반대하는 미국 사람들을 환영했다는 사실은 미국 사람들보다도 통일교회 문의들을 환영했다는 사실은 미국 사람보다도 영국 사람이 낫다고 말이야. 그래서 아벨적이 딱 그랬다고 말이야.
So when the British people welcome the Americans who oppose Father, that means who do not oppose him again, but then who welcomes him, that means they are better than the other. That means they become the Abel and the other become Cain.
그 미국 사람은 환영했지만 레브런을 환영을 해.
And the British people think that they welcome the Americans, but actually they welcome the Father.
자, 그렇기 때문에 전 세계에 좋은 것이다. 전 세계에 좋은 것이다. 전 세계에 좋은 것이다.
Then this country can become really the ancestry country of the free world.
그래서 무슨 말인데?
Do you understand?
자, 그러면 지금 때가 어떤 때야? 이게? 영광의 출전이야. 이것이 치욕의 출전이야.
Then what is today's time now? Now is this the glorious start or is this the humiliating start?
역사. 다시는 없다. 전에도 없었고 후회도 없는 싸움을 하고 있단 말이야.
It is indeed a glorious start because we start anew from finishing the persecution. So this is for the first time in the history this happens, crossing the border of persecution, peak, and then go have a glorious sortie, glorious start. And it will never happen in the future either. Just one time.
9월 14일에 수상일전 돌아갈 것이다.
So that's the day when the seminarians will go back to America. The September of the 13th of September. All seminarians will go back to America.
그동안 세 사람씩 전도하고 가려는 게.
So during this time, you'd better
세 사람, 6사람씩 전도하고 가려는 게.
the witness, the 6 people, and then you go have a glorious homecoming.
너들이 미국에서 못한 것을 탕감하라는 게 탕감하는 게.
Just scrape your bones off here in next month remaining to indemnify what you didn't do in America.
자, 그러면 이제 미국이 다시 소망을 갖게 된다는 거는 거예요.
Then Father feels there will be a new hope brewing in America.
네, 오늘 아침에도 이제 어머니 보고 얘기해요. 미국에 대해서 참 이상하다는 게 미국에 대해서 지금까지 그렇게 미국을 생각하고 기도했는데 이제 그 기도가 안 나간다고.
So Father talked to Mother this morning too. Father said, it's strange that I cannot even pray about America. Mm-hmm. Well, the Father has been praying so hard about America with such a love, but then now Father just cannot help but drifting farther and farther away from America. Father simply cannot feel like praying about America.
그 무슨 말이겠어?
Do you know what that means?
너희들이 책임하라고.
And you do your responsibility, and then Father's mind might turn around once more and feel like praying about America.
선생님은 미국에 사는 사람이 아니라 뜻을 따라서 내가 아는 사람이 어떻게?
Father is not the one who is bound with America, no matter what the historical position it may, dispensational position it may occupy. But then Father will work freely, independent from it, not depending on it alone. Father can go anywhere and do the work of God.
그래서 무슨 말인데?
Do you understand?
그래 너 신학생들이 여기에 있어서 이번 이런 중대한 시기에 너희들이 주동적인 책임을 졌다는 사실 알.
So the seminarians, what's remaining of the period to you You must know that you are the center of the whole history of America and of the free world, and you are doing that, and everything that you do, it'll be yours too. We must much aware of that.
그 무슨 말이겠어?
Do you know what that means? Every word Father says
지금
now to
모르겠으면
you.
이제 지내보라고. 어? 얼마 안 가서 알 것이다.
What if you don't know, Father, I don't know, what happens? Then it is only a few days from now on, then you will start regretting. So we must know now the meaning of this so that we will have the glorious result too.
그래서 출정해 왔다고 너들 미국에서 날라오고 다 날라왔다. 날라온 사람들이 뭐라 이게?
So actually, you did the sortie. You did go out to fight a war. That's what the sortie is, and you have flown from all over the world, flown from America over to England, flown from Japan over to England. You have flown out to sortie,
출정해 왔어 안 왔어?
and you have come to fight the battle, didn't you?
머리 왔어.
What did you do to come here for?
패자가 되기 위해서 왔어? 승자가 되기 위해서 왔어?
To become a victorious winner, the victor, or the loser?
그럼 위나가 되기 어떻게 되네? 생명을 걸고 싸워야 된다고.
And in order for us,
전투가 치열하면 치열할수록 승리의 왕이 필요했어.
in order for us to become a victor, we must be determined to win. And before you can be determined to win, every day is like a life and death. It's really that serious.
자, 어디 나라 해보자.
Let's count how many countries are represented here. We have Americans,
미국, 그다음
we have Americans, then we have what? We have England,
영국, 그다음에
And then what?
일본,
Japan,
독일,
Germany,
프랑스,
France, and
이태리,
Italy.
그다음에
Another country, Spain,
스페인,
Austria,
오스트리아,
Belgium,
벨기움,
Canada, Switzerland,
핀란드, 스위스,
Portugal,
포르투갈,
China,
노르웨이,
Norway,
차이나에서 차이나,
yeah, even China is representing. Finland,
하란, 핀란드,
Sweden,
스웨덴,
Jamaica,
자마이카,
Ceylon,
자마이카, 세일론,
Malta,
말타, 뭐지? 러시아,
Russian.
어디야?
Who's Russian? Who's Russian?
한국,
Korea,
네. 베트남,
Australia, of course.
오스트라리아,
Mauritius.
모리셔스가 있나?
나라예요.
모리셔스, 시스.
Yes.
그다음에
And then who? Oh, the Holland is in there. Luxembourg, yeah.
그다음에 덴마크, 아이슬란드가 받았구만.
Iceland also.
아이슬란드,
New Zealand is up there.
뉴질랜드,
El Salvador.
엘살바도르, 가야나, 트리니댓,
Any other country?
마다가스카르도 그 섬이지.
That's a small island, isn't it? Is this a country though? Independent?
Rhodesia.
South Africa?
South
Africa.
Africa.
That's all?
Hungary. Hungary. Poland. Yes, shall count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Huh? Ireland.
Yeah. Scotland. There's Dutch. There's a person from Curaçao, which is a Dutch colony.
인도 사람이다. 인디아.
India too, ne?
어?
India. Yeah, the Malaysia is much.
Malaysia. Yeah. Just 40. 그 40개월 뜻이 있다고. 120일. 선생님이 40개월 중에 120개 성질을 책정하던 거 다 그거 뭐 수가 많으면 게.
And it checks all the numbers, 40 and 120 days, just like Father did it in 40.
성질 책정.
The holy ground Father selected in 120 days, in the very first time.
40개고.
In 40 countries.
자, 그럼 40개 가운데서 몇 차 될 거야? 40차 될래? 첫째가 될래?
If 40 countries are competing, well, would you be the last country, occupying the last position, or the first position?
Yeah, everybody wants the first person. But that person is very difficult. 자, 그러니까 이제 출전했다고 이제 싸움이에요. 그래서
So we are out to the glorious Soti. So Soti, if it is glorious or not, it is Soti. You already come out, and it had better be a glorious one.
이것은 역사 시대에 없는 전에도 없고 후에도 없고 하나나라의 역사에도 없는 마지막 전쟁이야기. 마지막이 싸움을 열어야
This is a first war. This is an unprecedented war. There was no earlier example of this kind of Soti, this kind of war. This is the first time, the unique kind of war, and there will be no second one like this in the future history. This is the only chance.
여기서 영국에서 떠난 날에는 선생님은 이제는 선생님은 이런 일 안 했지만 구경해야 되고 말이야. 저 세계 여행해야 되고 그래도 괜찮다. 너들은 너 나라를 위해서 일해야지.
Then after this period, Father can leave the country and go different places, and even Father can stop working, just go somewhere and play all day, and it's all right. But you must remain your country, and you must work until your country is rebuilt.
지갑에 돈을 냈으면 한푼 나눌 수 없는 세계를 내 놨었지만 이제 나를 위해서 돈 좀 써보고 말이야. 나를 위해서 이래도 될 때가 왔다.
So far, father has been not been spending any money. When in the pocket, the father spent it all for the sake of other countries, other people. But from now on, father will spend money for his own sake too.
자주 내가 양복을 세계에서 제일 비싼 양복을 한번 사 입어봐야 되겠어. 그거 허락해?
Then father feels that I will buy the most the expensive suit in the world.
지금까지 전부 다 반대받아. 제일 나쁜 양복을 입고 살면서 제일 잘 산다고 했구만. 제일 고생을 하고 제일 호화스럽게 산다고 생각했단 말이야.
So far, father has been wearing the worst the suits of any man, and but then people said, "Oh, the Reverend Moon is the richest man in the world." And father has been working the living the most hard life, the hardest life, most painful life. But then the people said he's living like a millionaire. The people said that.
내가 저 일본서 말이야. 일본서 저 인저구주 말이야. 인저 가지고 일본 돈이 2,500불이면 2,500불 그때는 말 얼마인가? 10불. 10불만 따르면 9불, 8불 짜리 쓰고 다니 8불 주면 한 어느 동안 쓰겠다고. 예?
Father bought the shoes in Japan, you know, the artificial leather. It's not even a leather. It's a vinyl shoes. And father wore that for 5 years.
자, 그걸 쓰고 가는데
That cost you $8.
근데 그 피플의 잡지를 그냥 그 구절 보고 영재 차가 몇백 불짜리 신었다고 신는다.
And on the People magazine, that very same shoes father was wearing, in the People magazine in America, said his shoes are made in England and cost them several $100.
응? 선생님은 지금까지 뭐 반지 한번 이사는 반지 깨본 적이 없다고? 응?
Father's never worn any ring in,
한번 깨본 적이
in
없어.
father's
하루를
finger.
깨본 적이 없어. 하루 깨본 적도 없어.
Not even one day, not even one ring.
응? 그거 왜 그런 얘기야?
Why?
책임다 못했다 그냥.
Because father never did his responsibility. Father felt I have
책임
not
못한-
accomplished responsibility.
책임 못한 사람은 죄인이야 죄인. 빚을 주고 있다고.
When the man who has not done responsibility yet is like a sinner. He is a sinner.
자, 그렇기 때문에
We must,
땀을 흘리면서 해야 되고 수고를 땀을 안 나면서 해야 되는
So it was for father's the philosophy, father's direction that have a sleepless night and even have a mealless day, and then still only the purpose in mind, objective in mind, is
그렇게 살아왔다고?
the way one is supposed to work and live a day if he hasn't done the responsibility yet. Actually, that's the way father has been living.
이너는 왜 이렇게 했냐? 기독교가 반대이기 때문에 본래는 기독교가 하나님은 내 고생할 사람이 아니야. 고생해서 안 되는 얘기.
Actually, father is not supposed to suffer. This is a false thing. If Christianity received father, accepted father, then father was not supposed to go through this suffering.
이놈의 기독교 원수들 우리가 원수국가인 영국, 미국에 있어서 살 길을 지금 내가 다 닦아놨다는 거야.
And so Christianity is an enemy to father. But for the enemy, father had already, the England and America, father had already opened up a way for them to live. They were supposed to open up the way up for them to live. But father did, even though they are enemy.
그래 안 그래?
Isn't that true?
내가 얼마나 수욕을 당하고 가슴에 맺히는 한이 때 너들 말 못할 그런 억울함을 당하고 다 잊어버리고 나오고 하나님이 그런 거와 마찬가지로.
Father will try very hard to forget everything that he suffered, because God has been that way, and then Father simply try very hard to forget all things.
자, 그러면 이제는 선생님이 죽어도 내가 이제 내 나라를 중심 삼고 한국 돌아가더라도 한국 백성의 나라를 환영할 수 있는 자리에서 그만해요. 다 그렇다고.
Even now, if the Father feels the all mission accomplished, so even Father, if you go to the spirit world now, everything will be in no jeopardy. The dispensation will be sound and clear. And even Father goes back to America now, Korea now, the people will welcome him.
그래서 영국에서 뭐 허려버리면 받아들이고 안 들은 한국에서 신문할 때 대번에 나오는데 연락을 야, 문 선생님 그렇게 불편하다 한국 들어오라고 영국까지 대하지 않았다. 그런 통보를 받고 있는 사람이라고.
Father received the first word Father received when the immigration the matter after Father arrived here only a few days later when the immigration thing was talked about here. First thing Father heard was from Korea say, do not, if you want to be humiliated in England, don't stay there. Come back to Korea. This is not our member. The Korean sent him a telegram that.
그렇지만은 내가 할 책임이 있기 때문에.
But then Father,
그 수역도 그 모든 것을 무릅쓰고 책임을 수행하려고 지금까지 남아있는 거예요.
Father feels that I have a responsibility to do. I don't care if I'm welcome or not. I do my responsibility, and that comes first.
만약 2주일에 나가라고 해도 내가 여기서 사라져가지고 40일은 어떻게든지 다 갈 것이야. 그런 결심하더라고요.
In fact, the 40 day was so important that Father thought to himself, if the government will deny him, then Father will just disappear and somehow spend 40 days and then walk out proclaiming that he stayed in 40 days. Father even thought that.
떠나는 날에는 이 나라가 좋지 않을 것이다.
But then Father knew if Father didn't stay for 40 days, didn't get to stay 40 days, Father knew this country, who is to this country. Father knew that.
그것이 참 딱 40일 딱 연장이야, 연장.
And so whatever the days Father is staying, that's basically 40 days, an extension of 40 days. Basic meaning is 40 days in here.
그 무슨 말이겠어?
Do you understand?
그렇기 때문에 이제는 선생님이 이제 무서운 것도 없고 뭐 다 그렇다는 게 이제는 죽어도 죽어도 이제 상관없다. 지금까지는 책임 못하고 죽을 수도 없다는 게 죽을 수도 없다.
So Father just could not, just was an impossible life to do the work. Father could not even die because it just simply couldn't die because if Father dies, then it's just impossible to die.
자, 너희들이 이번에 잘하면은 자유세계가 활짝 햇빛을 볼 영광의 자유세계의 그날을 볼 수 있지만은 잘못하면 참 어려울 것이다.
Because of dispensation. And also, if you do your work successfully in the period, then the free world will be the witnessing. They will be opening up a way. They will look at the way to be opened up in front of the eyes. But if you don't do it, and if you fail, then the Father really sees the darkness ahead of the free world.
자, 그렇게 알고 여러분이 최후의 영광의 출전을 하실 만큼 최후의 전선을 2000년 때와 마찬가지로 여기서 승리적인 성과를 거두어가지고 영광의 승리자가 돼서 여러분 돌아가는 게 빨리 돌아가는 게.
So bear in mind, you have done the glorious sortie a month ago to come to this country and work. And Father expects you to do your work here victoriously. To finish witnessing to 3 people and then go back to your country as soon as possible, and that will be your victorious return to your country. And bear in mind that this is the first time in the history and the only time in the history.
그래서
Do you understand?
9월 13일까지 되면 다 전부 다 철폐해버릴 거라.
Maybe at the end of the 13th of September, maybe Father will terminate all activity here, even to the rest of the people, not only the seminarian from America. He may do that. Then we don't have a chance to win a victory.
그래서 선생님이 그러세요.
That's the way Father feels now.
알겠지 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand?
대면에서는 새로 들어온 사람들 전부 다 환도를 내버리고 그 지방에서 전도된 사람 그 지방을 빨리 배치하라고.
The Dennis do not send out the newly becoming member out to fundraising. Rather than that, you
거기서 온 사람 반드시 거기 보내. 자기 고향 돌아가가 전도시켜야 된다고.
send right back where he is witness at. In other words, if he is from Scotland, send him right back to Scotland where he was witnessed.
자기 고향 가가지고 토요일 때들이 예배에 나오던 이상 열심히 되면 고향을 빨리 가.
And let them work there and witness to them, to their own household and to their own relatives there. And tell him, advise him to work hard.
너들도 빨리
He would
가고
work outside.
선생님들이 고향 돌아간다고 그죠? 응? 거기 고향 돌아갈 게라고.
And you are doing the same thing. You must go back to the country. And fathers now, they going back to the home country too. So should you.
그래서
Do you understand?
레브레브레문을 뭐 서구사에서 오라고 암만 연구소 오라고도 안 할지 모르.
After that, the Western world might beg father to come, and he may not go.
응? 내가 오고 싶으면 오지.
But if he feel likes coming, then that's
내가
different story.
가고 싶으면 영국도 갈 수 있고 미국 어디든 갈 수 있지만 누가 오라고 한다고 내가 갈 수 없지.
If father wants to go somewhere, then of course he can go anywhere. But if someone asks him to come, that's not the reason that he will go.
알겠어요? 알겠나 무슨 말이?
Do you understand?
이렇게 이런 시대가 되므로 말미암아 반대 현상이 벌어지잖아. 이거 영계는 딱 반대 현상이 벌어져. 반대 현상.
When this develops on earth, it's like a shadow. In the spirit world, something opposite to this will take place.
전부 다 여기 길을 달아가지고 이거 여기 와서 없어요. 여기 있는 사람들 여기 있는 영들은 이렇게 해가지고 이렇게 내려려고 하고 전부 다 이렇게 해가지고 이렇게 내려려고 하면 돼.
All spirit world will find the slightest connection to you. Ancestors will try to connect, have the slightest connection with the Unification Church. That's just through you, and then come down and work through you, and then get the credit of having done the heavenly work, so that they can go to heaven too.
40개국이 다 들어가게 되면 뭐 자유세계 3개 다 들어가지.
Actually, 40 countries representing, that means all of the free nation.
알겠어 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand?
온 영계가 주목하고 하나님이 주목하고 모든 종교나 모든 역사나 복귀 섭리의 모든 전체가 주목하는 여기에서 출전자가 섰기 때문에 이것이 일어난 날 그 자체가 이 영광의 출전이다.
So bear in mind that you have made your sortie, the glorious sortie, where all the spirit world was watching over you, all the free world was watching over you, all the country that you are representing is watching over you. And this is not just the imagination, but actually this is a way they are giving attention to you.
그래서
Do you understand?
그러니까 이게 한 가지는 무슨 영계의 영인들이 이것은 천사세계, 영계는 천사세계예요. 영계는 천사여이라고 천사. 이것은 땅은 아반회라니.
So when the spirit world is in archangel position, the earth is in Adam's position.
그렇기 때문에 너희들이 영계의 천사보다도 앞장서야 된다. 너희들이 주도적인 역할을 해야 된다.
So this is why the people on earth, which is you since you are Adam's position, spirit world is only the archangel's position. Adam must get ahead of the archangel's world and show them. Not they show you, but rather you show them.
알겠어?
Do you understand?
그래서 지금 어떻게 되냐면 지금까지 아까 말한 전부 다 잃어버렸지만은 인간의 모든 본연의 가치를 찾기 위한 싸움이 무슨 싸움? 이 싸움이다.
Like
모든 걸 싸우기 위한 싸움, 찾기 위한 싸움이다.
like Father started out in the very earlier, that mankind as a result of a fall lost everything. Lost father, mother, lost all friends and lost everything. The spouse, they be replaced all by Satan. But now, and the value too, become completely valueless. And now we are trying to regain everything, regain parents we did, and regain our own value too. And how? and by fighting this war,
그래서
and become a victor.
우리 통일교회에서는 무엇을 가지느냐? 트루가스 가졌다.
So in Unification
우리는
Church,
트루가스를 갖다는 거야. 근한 가졌다는 얘기야.
different from other people, you found back God, not just the God which you may not know, and even if you knew, it has nothing to do with you. Not that kind of God, but true God who has true relations with you.
자, 지금까지 가은 탄감복귀의 순환의 역사를 담당한 가시였던 영광의 역사를 담당만 했다.
So far, God has been working as a synonymous as a indemnity. God has always involved with the indemnity. So God has never been God its original way. It's a humiliating God. It's the God where everybody becomes hard up and then run into Him and for help. That kind of God.
그래서
But never has been a glorious God.
자, 그리고 여러분이 트루 페렌츠를 갖던 그 트루 페렌츠라는 것은 지금까지 순환의 페렌츠였다.
And your parents, the true parents you had then and now, but then the true parents were the parents who were humiliated, the parents who are going through sufferings, and not its original form.